What's good, everybody? It's ZeroX11, and I should note that today's commentary does not come with a barf bag, but it should, because I've been jamming Call of Duty Black Ops down your throat relentlessly as late, and I'm sorry. I know, I promised that I would do a little bit more outside of Black Ops, but I have a good reason today, guys. You gotta hear me out. Just hear me out, because it is a good reason. I have figured out the details of the Call of Duty Black Ops tournament that I want to throw, per se. And it's not just me that's throwing it, I should add, because all commentators that are involved in this tournament have a big say as well. I just did some brainstorming as of late, and I have come up with, I think, a foolproof plan of how this tournament could run. And maybe should run, and possibly will run. Number one thing that you need to know. Team tournament, okay? That's easy, okay? Team tournament. It's going to be teams. Number two, how many teams? 8 teams. I was thinking maybe 16. 16 starts to get a lot of people. It starts to get a little bit more confusing. We need a lot of people signing up and entering and stuff like that. I'm going to get into that in a second. But as of right now, 8 teams. Okay, it can't be like 14 teams. It has to be either 8 or 16. Like, it has to fit into a bracket. You know what I'm saying? So things got a little confusing there, but currently we have 4 commentators that are definites and 1 that is a maybe. And I also have another guy that's a little bit of a bigger name that is, I would say, a maybe right now. I'm not entirely sure, but so what I need is, if you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, hey, I'm a commentator, I could be in this tournament, send me a message. Send me a message. It never hurts to send somebody a message, right? So go over to my channel, send me a message. If you're listening to this, you're halfway there right now. So send me a message and subject title it commentator entry, and then tell me that you want to be in the tournament, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, and I'll try to work you in. But basically what's going to happen is that there's going to be 8 teams, 8 commentators, and each commentator is going to lead a team. Okay? Now, these are going to be teams of 4. So we're going to need 3 guys on each team, which makes 24 people. Now, I'm talking to you guys, the subscribers. Not of just my channel, but of everybody's channel. All of the commentators that are going to be in this. You can be in this tournament. It doesn't mean you're going to play for your favorite commentator. It doesn't. But you can still be in this tournament and play for a certain commentator. But you need to enter. And how do you enter, you might ask? You send me a message, the same way that a commentator would. But instead of commentator entry in the subject, you put subscriber entry. Okay? Or viewer entry. And I will view your message. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more confusing, and I need a little bit more from you. The first thing I'm going to need is your gamer tag, which means that we're playing on Xbox 360. Sorry, PS3 guys, just all commentators that I've talked to all have 360s. They don't all have PS3s, so that's the way it's running. But I will tell you this, PS3 guys, I'm not forgetting about you. I'm not. Whenever I'm on, feel free to add me, feel free to invite me to a game, and I will come over. I will drop what I'm doing, and I will come over to your game, and we will game. I don't care what it is, okay? If you see me on, just, send me a message, be like, hey, Zero, would you like to do this? And I will say, gladly, okay? I will do the best I can, because I know not everybody has a 360, and that's the least that I can do, okay? Okay, so back to the message that you as a subscriber has to send me. I need your gamer tag. Okay? So first things first, subscriber entry or viewer entry. Okay? That's the subject title. Don't send me a message because I'm not going to respond back, guys. It has to be in an inbox message. Okay? So go over to my channel and send me a message. Easiest way to enter. Okay. So, first thing I need, gamer tag. Okay? Second thing, kill to death ratio. I know it's not the most important thing in a game, but there's reasons behind this, and I'll explain that into a second. Third thing I need your total hours played, or your total time played. Okay? And finally, the last thing that you'll need in your message is a random stat that you want us to know as commentators. Because what we're doing with these messages is a scouting report on you. I'm giving these messages to all of the commentators that are going to be in this tournament as a team leader, and they will scout you, and they will see your stats and whatever you want them to know as a random stat. And just one, guys, because if you put two, I'm deleting it. You know, I have to be fair. And this is the fairest system that I have come up with by far, because it works. It really, really works. So you put that all in. I'll give them to the other commentators, including myself, and we'll compile them all together. We need 24 people, so we need a lot of entries. So feel free to enter. But you have to know that you might not be playing for your favorite commentator. Like, just because you're, per se, a subscriber of Deadly Theory doesn't mean you're going to be playing for Deadly's team. You might be playing for Team Zero. You never know. You know, maybe I'll end up picking you, which, you know, is kind of neat. You get to meet a new guy or a new commentator, and you get to play for his team, okay? So we pool all these together, we get these scouting reports, and then, like, after a week, we will come together for a draft. But now, as a commentator, you're probably asking yourself, well, how do we know who chooses first? You know, is this like random pick? You know, zero goes first? It's not going to be like that. Here's what we're going to do to choose a draft order. We are going to play a free-for-all match. All of us commentators. We will all pile up into a room and we will play an epic free-for-all match, which I don't care if it's recorded and posted on any of your channels for bragging rights or whatever you want to do. That's fine. I'm probably not going to win. I got to be honest. I'm such a PS3 gamer, but maybe I will. I'm gonna be a tryhard. Okay, so we will have a free-for-all match. First place will get first pick. Second place will get second pick, and so on and so forth. In the event of a tie, maybe we'll have like a game to 5 or something, like first to 5 kills on like Nuketown or something. Just an idea, something I'm throwing out there. So that's how we will run that. But just because you won, let's say you win the free-for-all, that is very important, because that also makes you the first seed in the tournament. And how I plan on running it as of right now, unless there's any complaints about this, is first seed will battle 8th seed, second seed 7th seed, third seed 6th seed, 4th seed 5th seed. You know what I'm saying? Just like an actual tournament. That's how tournaments run. I know it's not fair to that 8th seed guy who lost the free-for-all tournament. You know, for all I know, that could be me. I could be versing the number 1 seed. But that's why the draft is so important. You want to pick the best guys. You want to scout the guys that you want, the entries from the subscribers that are going to be, that you would like to be in the tournament. Now, as a subscriber or a viewer, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll be picked, but you can be by these guys, by any of these commentators, any of them. Not, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be who you're subscribed to. So it makes things interesting, but it brings everybody together, and that's what this tournament should be about. It's about a community. It's about the YouTube community, and it's about the gaming community. And it's coming together as one, and supporting and respecting one another, and having a really good time. And I think it will be a lot of fun. So, like I said, subscriber entry, gamertag, kill to death ratio, total hours played, and a random stat, just one, about Black Ops, or maybe, you know, anything really. You know, maybe you have the best game battles team that anybody's ever heard of or something, or maybe you were MLG or something. I'm just exaggerating everything, but it can be all sorts of stuff like that. You know, anything that would make us pick you. But you should also know that if it's unbelievable, there's a chance that we're not going to pick you because it's too unbelievable. So try to keep it believable, and maybe something that we can check up on. Maybe we can look in your player card and, you know, see that you captured I don't know, 7 flags in 1 match or something, or etc., etc. We get the idea. So that's how I would like to do that. And obviously we'll have to space these out in days. So what I'm going to do is give you guys 1 week to send me a message for a subscriber entry. And like I said, you might be here from another channel. And number one, welcome, and thank you for coming over to check this out. And number two, I hope you make it in. I really do. I hope you get picked. And number three, just make sure you follow directions, because directions are important here, okay? And besides that, I think that is about it. So we're going to do a free-for-all tournament that will determine seed and draft order. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But I think that's about it. If there's any other questions, or if I forgot something, maybe I'll post another video up tomorrow or something. But I guess that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna peace on out, and I'm going to leave my inbox open and ready for commentators and subscribers. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. All right. And next time I'll probably do a video with more tournament info, and try to get back to my my regular routine of being me, being Zero, being funny, because I feel like I have to be so serious when I'm describing all this info. But that's it, guys. Peace.